G'day Crustacean Nation, Sir Prawnalot here with another video. Today's the big day. My bedders are going to be added into this tank. Dr. Durfee's going on this side and Simba's going on this side. I'm really excited. I've got to do a 50% water change on this tank as there are some things I need to clean up, and I haven't done a water change on it yet since it's been cycling. I'm really excited to get the bedders into this tank. Dr. Durfee being the blue bedder is going to be here, and it's just going to be such a cool contrast with Simba, the orangey red bedder here, just like the contrast is going to look awesome, I reckon. I do plan to add some shrimp into these tanks as well in the future, but that'll be a bit further down the track. I'm also thinking about getting a couple mystery snails for each tank as well. I also wanted to show off the filter here. I went with an interesting design. So the in-tank is over here with a little sponge cover, and then it's obviously a hang-on back and it's got some sponge in it. I will be getting some different media for it in the future, but at the moment it's just sponge. And then it gets pushed out onto both sides of the tank and also through the middle sponge, which is extra filtration, and it also spreads the flow evenly. So that is an Aqua 1 hang-on back filter, and I used that on my bigger 3-foot tank for quite a while, so it's definitely a bit overpowered for this tank. So that's why it's getting broken up a bit by the sponge, and obviously it's split between both sides. So here's the final look at my sort of kitchen tank. The reason it's a bit grubby is because I knew I was going to be changing it soon enough. So all I've been doing is water changes and haven't really been, cleaning things up much. The tannins in it are still being leaked, which is just crazy. That piece of wood is a nightmare. So I'm probably going to leave that outside in my tub and let it release as many tannins as it likes until it slows down a heap. So there's little Dr. Durfee. I'm sure he's very excited for his new little home. I mean, he doesn't know it, but it's going to be happening pretty soon. And Simba is down here with his shrimp, just hanging out, very eager to go. So there's Dr. Durfee. I just scooped him up with the bucket, so he's in his tannined water. He's ready to go in, so I'm going to go ahead and scoop him in. And as for Simba down below, I can just grab him out with the net and plop him straight in. And away he goes. If he can get out the net. There he is. There he is, hanging out. So I'll let him get settled in and I'll add Simba in on the other side. He looks absolutely gorgeous in here, much better than he was in the other tank. I really think I'll be able to get some better footage and some better photos of him in this tank. And here goes Simba into the jungle. There he is. Oh my god, he's so colourful in here. He stands out super well. I think he's going to mix really well into this little jungle. So Dr. Durfee seems to be settling in really well. He's swimming about, exploring everything. Simba just got put in, so he's having a second, I think. He put up a bit of a chase, so I think he's a bit stressed out. He was running around in the Java moss and everything, so he's a bit harder to catch, but he's just prowling in the jungle. I think this tank really suits him. Same goes for Dr. Durfee. I think his blue really stands out. I was always a bit iffy with white sand. I thought maybe it would wash them out a bit, but I think the white sand and the green leaves really just makes them pop. Simba has come out now. I think he's pretty happy. It's got a bit of food in there. The flow may be a bit too high, so I'm going to look at fixing that up. I know I can turn down the flow on the actual hang-on back, and I can also put some more sponge and stuff in the way just to slow it down. But I'm going to see how they go. I know Simba, he's a bit more against the flow than Dr. Epi, but as you can see, he's getting pushed back a bit, and I don't think that Dr. Epi has as much flow like that. So I'm really happy with how these tanks turned out, or these, I guess, sections turned out. Simba seems to be enjoying it. I did turn down the flow, so now he's hanging out. I think he was just swimming into the flow there a little. And then Dr. Epi over here looks so much better in this tank without the tannins, and I think he's pretty happy. I'm probably going to add some Indian armor leaves down here. Oh, I think I scared him. And some Indian armor leaves down here just to make, you know, a bit more in the foreground and a bit more of a, I guess, nice feel. And it's also beneficial for the Bettas. So Simba's just hanging out there. It's going to be interesting to see where they hang out and what they, you know, sort of claim as their spot. If you don't know, Bettas do like to rest in usually pretty interesting places. I know Simba used to rest on the thermometer and up against the filter. So I'm keen to see what happens. So stay tuned for an update, but that'll have to do it for today's video. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of these tanks in the comments below, and thank you very much for watching.